Alright guys, this is our second video, our second weekly update. We just went ahead and recorded a video where we put the Red Hot BTR camshaft inside the engine. I'm looking forward to that camshaft in here in the shop, that type of deal. We done hit a roadblock in our build where I thought I had the right lifter trays for the LS engine, but I don't. So it's not that big of a deal. We're going to go ahead and get the lifter trays ordered. They're like $8 each. And then we'll go ahead and get this engine put back together. I'm going to show you guys some more of those details when we get there, but that's not all we got going on. Here soon we're going to start taking apart the Camaro so that we can get this engine put in when we get it done. Not that the engine that's in this Camaro is that bad. I just want to get rid of it and get it sold and get something a little bit newer that I trust a little bit more in there. I've been having this problem with the oil pan where it leaks a little bit, not a whole lot. I took the engine out this winter and resealed it with a new pan gasket. No, I did not record that for you guys. I wasn't even thinking about it. But I went ahead and resealed up this engine, and honestly, it didn't fix it. It leaks still a little bit, and there's probably some trick I'm supposed to use with some type of like gasket maker or something. It's a small leak. It's a very small leak, but it bothers me. I can drive probably 500 miles before I have to put a quart of oil in it. But I'm not interested in it leaking all over my driveway and shit. So I'm gonna get this engine out. Hopefully I can seal up the LS and have a better running engine out of that. But I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. We're gonna get this engine out. You can probably tell, engine bay is all dirty. I actually had a radiator blow up from the original engine overheating. When the head gasket blew on the original engine, it blew up my radiator, and it coated all the inside of it. It looks like shit. It looks like the car threw up because it literally did. I'm just interested in getting this all power washed out, and I'm probably gonna do like a nice professional paint job with the automotive paint and the spray gun and all that shit. I just want to get it to a point where like when I open the engine bay, I'm like, damn, I did that. That's nice. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. In other news, my job is fucking shit. I'm tired of it. No, I'm not gonna tell you guys what my day job is, but it's just trash. It's just a lot of people. It's not really the work. It's the people that some of our managers are just fucking assholes. They treat us like slaves instead of human beings, and yeah, they think at the end of the night that you're still not gonna be tired, but you are fucking tired at the end of the night when you work a 10-hour shift. But I don't know, when you work for a larger company, and again, I haven't mentioned them to you guys, and I'm not going to. But when you work for a larger company, they tend to treat you like fucking trash. So if you want a job where you like the people that you work with, tend to gotta get a job at a smaller place, where they want to keep the people that they employ. They act like they give a shit. I've been dealing with this same job for 4 years, and I'm getting to the point where I really don't give a fuck. I'm probably gonna quit anyway. So I'm looking for new jobs at the moment. I'm obviously not making any money with the YouTube yet. I'm not doing this for the idea of making money. I don't think I'm gonna make that much money right now. So I'm really just, trying to document some of this stuff because I have a hard time remembering when I do stuff. I smoke a lot of weed, so like it goes out of my brain. I'll be like, yeah, I think I did it, or did I just sit there and think about it? I'm trying to get better at those type of things, but as far as recording all these videos, it helps with my paranoia, you know, like I can go through and see, hey, you know, I torqued all those bolts, or yeah, I did put a little bit of oil in between that bearing before I put it together, you know, those type of little nagging questions that I have, instead of letting them eat at the back of my brain, I have it, I already know the answer, you know, and that's where I'm at. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun recording these videos. You guys can't tell. It's actually kind of nice. I'm recording this video at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up most nights. I work a third shift job. I fucking hate that job. I already mentioned that to you guys. That's the truth. I need to do something else. You know, before I started working where I work now, I used to work at Dodge. I worked on cars every day. I wake up, you know, go start up a Hellcat, and I just came off of the assembly line, and I get to go drive it around, put the first, 6 miles on it, do a little PDI on it, a new car inspection pretty much, put some gas in it and put it on the lot for my, because I worked at a Dodge dealer, not a Dodge manufacturer. And I really enjoyed working as a mechanic at Dodge. You know, it was a pretty nice little thing. But they just didn't pay well. And you know, when you work for a job that doesn't pay you well, you gotta find something else that does. And my job pays well currently, but it's fucking trash. You know, I hate the people I work with, and I don't like hating the people I work with. I like to come in and leave, that type of deal. Make my money and get out. Yeah, I think I'm pretty relatable to everyone else in that aspect. I think everyone else likes to get their money and get out too. I don't think anyone wants to be upset. Yeah. But you guys if you guys like the past videos, other than this weekly update, these weekly updates are more just me talking and just letting you guys know what's going on with me, so you guys know as a creator what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting around not recording, that type of deal. I'm just trying to make, with these weekly videos, I'm just trying to make it to where I feel like I'm more accountable to you as the viewer. I don't necessarily know that you watch the whole video, or even that you give a shit, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Let me know. I care. Something like that. These type of videos, I'm just trying to let you guys know and relate real quick. What's gonna be going on for the week. Give you guys a more of a consistent, like, hey, I'm not gonna be recording, or something like that. When I'm in that situation, I can let you guys know. But this upcoming week, hopefully I have a couple more days off. I only had 1 day off this week, so this weekly update is literally just in case. This might be the only video some weeks, but just bear with me. We'll get more things. We'll update you guys on more things as they come. But here soon we're gonna get this engine ripped out of here, and I will record the entire time I'm taking it out. No, I'm probably not gonna talk to you guys that much, but I'll try to get like a long form video, like an hour and a half, maybe a couple hour-and-a-half videos of me taking this car apart. It takes a while to take a car apart, if you do it in real time. And I could probably do like some type of video where like I speed it up. But that's a lot of editing, and right now I've just been shooting these videos and just posting them. I haven't been editing a single one of these videos. You may have seen some of the shorts that are like AI type looking shorts. That's exactly what they are. I just put those into an AI generator, and just like they're free, so I just post them to see how well they did. And for some reason, the AI videos actually do better than my regular videos, which, yeah, maybe my videos suck ass, but who knows. But Well, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna get this car taken apart within the next week or so, and I'll bring you guys along for that adventure. I don't know if I'll post a video next week of me taking it apart or not, but it's what I plan on doing. I'm tired of looking at it. It's getting on my nerves. I want to get it done. It's just one of those things where I have ADHD, so I procrastinate and I think about doing stuff, and I just don't do it. And that's part of the reason why I want to be able to do these weekly videos for you guys is, I want you guys to know, like, hey, I'm not just sitting around being a couch potato. I'm actually, trying to record a video for you. Yeah. It tastes like dirt. I hate alcohol, I'll be honest with you. If I'm going to drink, I'll drink a beer, but I do not like that Monaco stuff. By the way, anything you see in these videos, I bought it. I'm not sponsored by nobody. No one's hit me up. No one's emailing me trying to get me to promote their product. And I'm gonna try to stay real honest to you guys. I don't see a reason to be lying to you about products. Like the other day, I bought the piston ring compressor, and it was trash. It was from China. I sent it back in Amazon. They gave my money back. But I bought this one off Amazon, and it's a really good one. And so I wanted to go ahead and give them a shout out for you guys. This is the name of the company. Built Bottom End Performance. Their ring compressor is actually built really well, and I would buy another one if I needed another one. But I do not need another one. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a LS ring compressor, go ahead and get with the Built Bottom End. Guys, they got a good little ring compressor. This is the easiest tool I've used. That other tool, I couldn't even use it. So that's the difference. I mean, Chinese manufacturing, USA. It's night and day. You go with the USA manufacturing all day. Now, if you need something that's just going to get the job done, a lot of the times there is something you can get from China. But I found that if you want something very specific, it has to be made in the USA in order to get anything that's going to last a while. I'm not saying that you can't get stuff from China that's good. There are good products from China. There's just a lot of these more American geared things like GM engine parts. They have their own engines over there in China. They have their own cars in China. The engines that they use over there aren't big American V8s because they're in China. They're using inline sixes and turbocharged 4-cylinders, those type of engines. And there's nothing wrong with those engines. They're really efficient. It's just that here in America, we tend to like our V8s and don't want to drive a sewing machine around. I've heard a lot of these Honda Civics that drive past me. And don't get me wrong, I used to work at Honda when I was younger, and there are a lot of nice little Honda cars, but it tends to be that I'll be out there driving and there's a Honda with a cut off muffler in front of me, and it just sounds like a dirt bike. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what these guys they think you cut off the muffler and make the car louder. It's supposed to make it sound better. But you let me know in the comments. Do you think if you just straight pipe a car, that does it just sound better, or do you think a nice muffler that really resonates the engine sounds a lot better, than just a straight pipe? Because with a straight pipe, you get a lot of droning and rasp, those higher notes that you don't really want. So you guys let me know in the comment. Do you like a nice deep resonated engine sound, or do you like a straight pipe, just screaming engine? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm rambling. I like rambling. That's all I was just doing. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna give you guys another update next week. I don't know how good this video is gonna do, but I'm gonna try to stay consistent for you guys, and hopefully you guys can consistently watch my videos so I can get my view count up. That'd be really great. But I'd like to see you guys in the next video. How about that?